Okay. So hey, we're doing a thing that we've done before. Stuff wasn't quite working out, so we've reoriented in hopes of a better experience all around this time. So, the same rules apply as before. You may have memories of a time that simply no longer exists. Don't worry about that. Those will go away. The lasting record will, of course, be this. Yeah, same as before. No real preamble. We'll just hop right on back over to Alan. We'll give you ears. We'll give you eyes. We'll see if Twitch behaves better this time. Back. Yeah. Normal. Here's where we're at.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this. I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain.
Okay.
In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
Never lasts, Alan. Never lasts. Anyway, so we're gonna grab his sunglasses. We know where the painkillers are. They're the only pills in the apartment.
The sunglasses
There we go.
made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
Some strange cabinets. I guess you put your hand in the hole to pull it open.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again.
There we are.
There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
You have one new message.
Al! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. She called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show!
Okay. So he's got a show on his TiVo, which is a device that you would digitally record television shows to watch them later. Antiquated by today's standards.
Previous night, talking about my latest book. The show was supposed to be waiting for me on TiVo.
But at the time, would have been something only a rich boy like Alan did. You see those boxes down there? One of them is going to be for his sound system. Perhaps two. Might have a disc changer. One of them is going to be a DVD player, and the other one is going to be the TiVo in question. They were that large. They were the size of a home entertainment DVD and Blu-ray player.
Welcome back to the Harry Garrett Show.
Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop.
Yeah, good read. Go buy it.
No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the two people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though, 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the two of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for a Sam. There it is. And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you, and good night.
At least I'd been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
Hey, honey. Did you watch the show?
I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin or something?
Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
You probably should. And that's what he's calling funny, which is distressing to me.
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet. Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun.
Alan, don't wave your gun at that cop that helped you.
Close the door when I leave.
Just give your speech normal style.
Good luck, Al.
See you later. When I got out, it was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed.
Yeah, but like, don't wave guns at your cop friend, you fucking psycho.
Alone, in daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape.
Holding a gun.
It's hard not to let doubt creep in one last time.
Stealing the six-pack.
Chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this. Having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed, there would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Okay then. Imagination. Something that you can quantify. Verizon. They're there. You have that option. Alright, a speed limit of 50. We're just gonna assume that we're obeying the speed limit. We're not gonna question it too much. And why it is Alan stopped way back there when we have such a ways to go to Cauldron Lake is beyond me. Energizer, advanced lithium. And we might as well pull over on these rest stops here and see if they have treats for us. Looks like this one does. Just on the table. You guys won't mind, right? You wouldn't have left it out otherwise? Some batteries? My batteries now. That's a lot of camper. At this point, aren't you just bringing an apartment? The majestic, comfortable beds, clean rooms, wireless internet, laundry facilities, cable TV, and a kitchenette in every room. Just down the road, come on in. Don't mind if we do. Alright, we continue driving towards Cauldron Lake. Well, there's a logging area ahead. They'll have treats for us. Just down this logging road. And they're fine if we take those things. This is fine. Don't worry about it. They just left their rifle, some ammunition, and some batteries here. For us. They like us that much. Well, we know Tom and Cynthia like us this much. Thank you. We've got flare gun ammo, but no flare gun yet. I'm sure we'll find one. I'm sure we'll bounce this off several other things on our trip. Boy, not so good on hills, is it? There we go. Alright, back on the road. Bright Falls Deer Festival. That's today. We've been keeping track of the calendars. We know when Deer Fest is. I was hoping for ammunition, but I'll take this thermos. I'm not above taking that thermos. Anything else? No, those windows are, apparently just boarded. I take that as a clear indication that this building will not open for us, or yield any additional secrets. Back up onto the road. I have never seen a West Coast road this empty. Not even if this is up there. There'd be people parked, just waiting, just staring, hoping to get in.
The darkness had touched me. There was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
Okay, Barbara.
Kill your wife.
The witch would like to know why it is that Miss Wake has no pants on. It's because she was in her PJs when she was kidnapped into the lake. I don't think Barbara stole her pants. Barbara is all about skirts. She's only been seen wearing skirts, so... Alright, there we go. A manuscript page. We're gonna need that. Some of these are only available on Nightmare difficulty. We won't be doing that, but we will be doing the DLC.
The Dark Presence was no longer trying to capture the writer so he could create the ending it wanted. The writer knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the writer from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
And we'll just whip through the ones that we found. You know, again, shh. The other timeline doesn't exist. We're on a different part of the road now. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The Dark Presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long-ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The earth groaned. It didn't even notice. Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came. The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
And once again, I just have to grapple with Alan's view being just so unique. No one else could possibly have perceived this world the way that he did. That's a harsh one to swallow. But that's Alan. Anyway, want to get in on that Thomas Zane story. That went some places. Some places like Evil Dead, which I think people like for the wrong reasons. They're quick to point out the lead character, Ash Williams' bravado, but they fail to realize that that's the messy and busted whirrings of a brain that's fairly broken, and was busted quite some time ago by just an enormous amount of pressure from a bizarre and terrible situation. It's not the way anyone acts, and you're not supposed to find it cute. Or at least I didn't. It's tragic. He is aping the behaviors of who he may have imagined he was supposed to be by now, or maybe someone that he at least imagined would have been more successful in keeping his friends and girlfriend alive. You know, the swaggering hero. Alright. The Majestic Motel. General information. Refundable $100 security deposit is required on all reservations. No personal checks accepted. We take all major credit cards and bank cards. Checkout time is 10 a.m. No loud music, no pets. 1 vehicle per unit. Facilities are for registered guests only. No visitors are allowed on the premises after 9 p.m. No exceptions. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Majestic. If you're a senior or a vet, ask about our discounts. This place kind of sounds like it sucks. No loud music, huh? What do you define as loud music?
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
Let's go steal his shit. He's fucking dead. He doesn't need it anymore. Open. There we are. He's reading Hartman's self-help book. Big stuffer, spicy barbecue, and a bottle of wine. Agent Nightingale, what the fuck are you doing to your digestive system? Tons of pictures. We got Rose, we got Cynthia. We got the, RV park manager, Randy. We got Dr. Hartman himself, which, you know, where did he go? The darkness just kinda took him, right? Bathroom's locked. From the outside.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
Okay. Alan, what are you talking about? Could have fooled you what? What could have fooled you? Okay. Well, I'm also going to steal this. There's someone's over-under in there, but we're not really going to need that. What we do need is to take this Lincoln. It's not Alan's. Alan's was red, but it is a Lincoln MKX. And we have to do something with it that is just inadvisable to do with any car, much less a Lincoln. It's not steal that boat, even though it's worth probably a lot of money. It's drive it off this fucking ramp. We're going to ramp this Lincoln. Okay, here we go. Gun it, Wake, come on. Pretty good. Okay. We've hit something. We have some more opposition. There we go. And now, a bridge. Can't go any further in the Lincoln. Yeah, that's what we want. We got there eventually. A flare. Barbara's throwing a fit. That right off his head. Anyway, you'd figure that Wake would be done asking what the hell by now. Like, you've seen this trick before, right? You know what the hell, Alan. It's not really a mystery. Well, that one just fell in the hole. It can live in there now. It's a hole boy. I'll welcome it to the club. There we are. There we go. Not the van itself, though, huh? We lifted it for a moment, but weren't able to quite get that one on target. Okay. Well, Barbara, I mean... Oh, there it goes. Also over the edge. Ah. Well, we're doing this where it can actually get at us now, I guess, so... At some points, but... we got federal tools.
Nice to see you, too.
Nice to see you, too. Alan, the one-liners. Alan, the one-liners are so bad. Just don't do one-liners. If you are writing a story and you feel like your character should have a one-liner, and you're not good at that, just don't include it. It's the dream car. We're not going to be accidentally running into any hitchhikers this time. This is all going to be extremely purposeful. Get out of the road. got flames on it. And it's also stuck. Oh, there we go. It figured it out. Yeah, no, you can just be there. That's fine. There we go. He's done. Goodbye, fools. I wonder what started these fires. Oh, they threw a bus, I see. No, that makes more sense now. Alright, well. The car from the dream is pretty well fucked. That's okay, though. We have brightness right in here. We know what that means. It means gifts. We can take a moment, we can breathe. The music can get more and less intense as I walk in and out of the beam of light. There's another house over there. We may try to find some goodies in there. Anyone up here? Do we want to have a very close and intimate conversation, perhaps? No? All this shadow and you didn't put one in. Okay, maybe on the return trip. I guess not. They gave up. Well, Cynthia left us this in any case. We're gonna have to take it. Thank you, Cynthia. And I see things glinting over at this other farmhouse. Yes, of course. Always time for thermoses. The door won't open though, so. It appears as if we're done there. We've done all the damage we can. We'll have to find other places to do other kinds of damage. Possibly to this guy's physical body. Yeah, there we go. It worked. There's the car from the dream again, but no thank you. They bumped our truck. It's really rude. Yeah. Yeah, that shotgun's gonna have easily twice the ammunition. We do want to stick to things that are well and truly available. And that goes for... this truck is in rough shape. That goes for if you are recreationally shooting or maybe a little bit more defensive-minded. As a reminder, you should only employ the use of a firearm in your personal defense if you or another human being is in danger of dying in the next few moments. And dying as a result of, you know, someone or something attacking them. You can't shoot a heart attack, you know what I mean? But availability, important to consider when purchasing a firearm. You can read a whole lot of things about how good a round is on paper. For example, a 357 SIG. It's a good round on paper. Performs really, really well. Expensive per box. So I carried a pistol in 357 SIG for quite some time. Barely fired it. And... you know, that's no good because, hey, that's not a lot of experience with the gun, what it does, its quirks, its particular handling. You want to try to avoid that for an emergency tool. Something that you're going to use in an emergency needs to be familiar to you, intimately so. That's true, it is. Weight reduction. Really a big deal for modern equipment. Anyway. We gotta deal with these guys now. We know who these guys are. Speaking of intimate familiarity. I wonder if they followed me from the farm. There we go. No. Nothing I could pick up. Anyway, so didn't fire the 357 SIG terribly often, despite owning it for several years. I've already, in the very, very sparing and sparse trips I've taken to the range post moving over to something in 9mm, already fired that more often than I had fired the other in the entire time that I owned it. And the simple fact of that, you know, why that would be is that I can afford to replace the 9mm. If you can't pay for ammo, the whole thing just kind of becomes useless. Also, you want to be able to, like, reliably go to the store and get your hands on some. A lot of places, if they don't carry your caliber, I mean, that also presents its own issues. By all means, do your research, but I would recommend against a firearm in a boutique caliber. Manuscript page, and into the light. And that banishes them. We'll see if they come back. I think I'm out of shit to steal in here. I am. Oh, and they do come back. Look at that. Look at you guys. Tenacious. I always liked that about you. I would have thought he would have walked right into that one. Oh well. Anyway, as is kind of standard when I go off on one of these tangents, regardless of what it is that you pick and what it is your reasons happen to be, I would encourage you not to do anything stupid, but do, you know, if you're punching paper or if you are afraid for your life, do practice. Practice safely, practice responsibly, but practice. You don't want to operate your firearm for the first time in an emergency. All right, we're at a junkyard. Definitely go here for specific parts. You know, if it doesn't need to be new, like if it's not essential to keeping the car working. For example, I have a interior door handle that I need to replace. Go to a junkyard. Oh, is that a... No, that's just a rust texture. Okay. And the reality of junkyards is that you can find things that are significantly cheaper. A new door handle, like I'm talking about, would cost me $40 online. At a junkyard, maybe 10. Seems a no-brainer to me. I don't know if that was like strings in the soundtrack there for a moment, or if it was part of a siren. All visitors must see the yard manager. You must sign a liability waiver before entering the yard. If you're looking for a specific part, ask for it first. For you pull it, you must bring your own tools. Wear protective clothing. Warning, junk piles may shift. This is a hazardous area. That's true of any junkyard. And yeah, ask him. Remember, they're getting these things for free, more or less. So they're probably not going to freak out if, you're... And certainly not going to charge you a bunch of extra if you ask them if they've just got a part. For the U-pullets, a waiver is standard. Don't be sketched out by that. Touch. So we can open the gate. We got this guy babbling. And now he isn't. Oh, but he's got a friend coming up from downstairs. And now he isn't. More flashbangs. A flare gun. We did pick up that round for it before, so... Cool, now we have a flare gun to fire the flares from. Alright. Down we go. Now we have the junkyard car, but Cynthia left us this one. And we do want to be grateful for her hospitality, don't we? Thank you, Cynthia. Very helpful. Alright. Now we're in here. Where apparently the crane is still operating. And they've just set some of these cars on fire. That's a boss fight. We'll just park this over here for the time being. We'll take the supplies on the table. And up we go. And some more supplies, would you look at that. Another piece for our flare gun. The lift is powered. And here comes the complicating factors. Okay. Told you about those shifting junk piles. You gotta watch out for them, really. Alright. That spark in there is just another live wire. A lot of these connections are cut. And there we have it. And there we have that. That ought to clear things up, and we should be able to just work this lift. I don't know that the game is anticipating that we clear things as quickly as we have been. And now we wait. Really a hazardous opening, though, you know? Because, driving under these is not recommended. Sometimes you gotta, you know, a workplace is a workplace, but try not to. Anyway, this truck, I should say, served us quite well. Thank you very much, Cynthia. I see you've left us another one, so we're just going to do that rental swap thing. as we continue to try to get to Cauldron Lake. Didn't seem this far away before, did it? Another spot to take a breather. And so a breather we shall take. We can just leave this parked here. We got a gate closed up ahead and really nowhere else to go. Still good on batteries.
I'd bury my plan back in the well-lit room. I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
Yeah, Wake, I mean, the whole thing is kind of worked on nightmare logic, and that's to its advantage. Speaking of nightmare logic, we mentioned this in the previous timeline that no longer exists. I did not mention it yet. Last night, instead of doing my watchbacks like I was supposed to, I was playing Control. Control is excellent. Don't fucking... Like, listen, the thing that they're doing with the upgrade not being free for a whole lot of people absolutely sucks. The bean counters of any business are the worst part. I would hate to see the creative team not get their due recognition for doing as good of a fucking job as they did because some dipshit pencil neck suit has decided that they want to try to milk someone for every penny. It was on discount when I snagged it, so, you know, keep that in mind. These things do go on discount, but it is absolutely worth the price of admission. Please do go buy Control. It is a game I'm going to hungrily devour.
I will never give her to you.
Okay, but I'm gonna come over there and make it my business, Babs. Is this just revolver ammo? Yeah, I know. There's a tornado outside. I wanted to see what was in there. See? And there's people in the shadows. We know what to do with them, though. There's more of them. They'll pop out as we venture further in. Hello, gentlemen. Where the fuck did you get to? They're gone. They're avoiding me. Okay, well, I'm just gonna head for the fucking turret then. You can suck shit. And the camera gets weird on that one. There we go. Are we done? There's like one dude over there who's kind of shrouded. Here, walk over. There you go. I agree. Come here, though. Ow. Dick. Almost. But I got tools from the feds. Okay. Now let's go and restock our stuff. Nothing there. Alan's already tired. Not a lot of stamina in this guy. It's got the body of a heavy typer. Hunting rifle and a double barrel. That's nice, but we're still quite good on shotgun ammo, so... Batteries and revolver. Okay. Well. There we go. We're off and running. Up to either an old church or an old schoolhouse. It's kind of hard to tell. Both of them had bell towers, and sometimes they were the same building. Pushing these. Yeah, come on, get there. Okay. We got there. It's another manuscript page, but we've read it already. Oop. There we go. Alright, time to be a menace. Hell yeah. Property destruction. Okay. There's this guy who will not quit until I do this with him, so...
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance.
There it is.
Where Cauldron Lake was.
We're gonna get there. And we're gonna get there in the dumbest way possible. More flare gun ammo. Lots more flare gun ammo. Alright. Told you. Here we go. Anyway, we've been collecting pages and, you know, just letting you know, sometime in the future, we'll be playing another game where you must collect pages. The Witch is fond of pages, and the assemblage of them that are called books. So, it's something of a running thing for me to seek them out and bring them back. There we are. Alright. Darkness getting real unhappy again. We've ruined more of this historical landmark. This is just if you want to get up and around this light, which we don't want to. There's stuff down there. Ah. Okay. Well, yeah, just down here. Just down here. Just down here. See? There it is. We are full on shotgun ammo. We're full on a lot of things. This is looking good. We are going into this fight with Barbara. Just bristling with anti-darkness tools. Birds. There. Okay. We're doing it. We couldn't have gone around or up and over this, no. We had to do this. That's what that's for. That's what we're about. It's gone, by the way. Hop. Okay. More birds. Disagreeable by nature. There'll be more. Never you worry. See? But I can see it. I wasn't close enough to be able to just burn this out. More birds. Nothing. Oh, friends. Well, we know what to do with them. Gentlemen, please. Gentlemen. Please. I have to get rid of this crap on the ground. I see that you've got your safety gear on. You really should understand this. It's... Someone's gonna step on that and slip, and then that's like a whole thing. And they're not guaranteed workers' comp, you know. It's hard out there sometimes. And besides, even if you do get workers' comp, and you know you're doing all right money-wise, it can really fuck with some people not being able to move from a bed for a bit. They get a little loopy. Never mind if the injury causes like lasting nerve damage. Eesh. I've seen that break spirits. Which is genuinely a tragedy if you're not the one breaking the spirit. You know, you don't get to claim that misery. Filthy mattress, a wire spool, rusted cooking equipment, alcohol. Okay. I believe we're approaching the spot where Twitch misbehaved and I had to alter the time stream previously. An extra revolver there if you hadn't picked one up somehow. Or if you'd lost the one that they gave. I think we started this chapter with a gun, so... Maybe it's just there for ammunition's sake. A little bit of, like, set dressing. Oh, someone was here, they set their gun down, blah, blah, blah. That sort of thing. Yeah, this is definitely the spot. Let's see. Twitch, are you going to behave? Do I have to manipulate time again? Send us all back, screaming, into the before? Forward really is the only way that you should move lost things. It's pointless to try to go back a lot of times. Much as we might wish we could. There we are. You gonna come over here? You are being a real dick about this. There. He's done. There we go. Kinda? What? Alright. Sure. Sure. Just in little bits. Little squeaks. Hey, no. I know, you made a mistake, didn't you? A generator up there. We'll see who we're being followed by first. We remember how this goes. Yeah. There we are. Lessons learned. Okay. Ammunition, aplenty. Batteries, plenty of things for Barbara to throw at us here. We'll see which ones that she does. If any. Sometimes she's feeling like it, sometimes she's not. Oh, there we go. That answers my question. Well, the witch is reporting no issues so far. It appears that, you know, we may have managed to, we'll say, harangue the powers that be as far as this internet connection goes, you know, into behaving. Barbara, are you like Still throwing things, or what's the story here? Where's your, yeah, that guy. Yeah, you. Well, at least you turned around to look at me. Hey. Okay, then. She's at it again, folks. She's at it again. Ah, fuck, there was another one. Isn't that the way? Isn't that the way? Here. I have to get this, my friend, okay? Do you want to follow me in here? You can if you want. I mean, it negates your primary advantage, so... I wouldn't blame you if you didn't do that. Okay. There he goes. Just zipping around. You think he's having a good time? I hope he is. From where? I mean, yeah, like now he is, but I was facing that direction. Looks like she threw a boat at us. That's rude. Don't throw boats at people. Do you think she's angrier at us or at Alan at this point? Kind of hard to tell, right? Oh. Well, I mean, there we go. You got like a last minute entrant? No? Okay. A checkpoint it is then. More flares, more ammunition. And up we go. What? Oh. Yeah, but I'm over here. So that looked cool, I guess. But you really should work on your aim, Barbara, your aim. Barbara's not very good at being a dark spirit, is she? I mean, kind of like Wake's editing. I'd give her pointers if she would let me, but... learning first requires that you admit you don't know. That can be hard for a lot of people to swallow, that they don't know something, that they're simply not as equipped as they thought they were. But there's no shame in it. I mean, you know, I didn't get anywhere without first learning under someone or something else. It's what you do. There's a phrase that, steal like an artist. I think everyone should probably take that to heart. Take things in outside yourself, incorporate them, make them yours. Don't just copy, make them yours, integrate. The witch says that I must have picked that up from one of her art videos. Probably. Probably. The darkness wears her face. We're aware of that. darkness controls the take, and we're aware of that too. Thanks for the tips, though. Well, got ourselves another frontier village to go ahead and have a showdown in. You guys want to walk out from behind the buildings? Open. So that goes over there. Oh, it's the controls to the fucking gondola. Not looking forward to the gondola lost things. It always takes too long. Flashbang. How many of those do we have at this point? Enough to start throwing some around. I'm not sure if you can legally purchase flashbangs as a civilian. I'm going to have to look that up. There are some things that are strangely restricted that way. You know, I can, at least in the spot that I'm in, purchase a semi-automatic rifle, but if I were to, and I can do that, like, same day, provided that I'm of age and have already taken a specific course, given the spot that I'm in. But if I wanted to do the same thing with something less lethal, there are a number of spots that prohibit me even owning it. Tasers and stun guns in particular. You'll be told that... Oh, there we go. Hang on, I gotta say the thing. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Okay. I've got that out of my system. Anyway, I'll be told that I can't do that because, well, there's a chance that the person I'm using it on might die. But if I use something like a firearm where the chance is way, way higher that they expire after the encounter, that's fine. That I can leave with. He cracked right into the fucking live wire. Excellent. Didn't even have to do a thing. Thanks, bud. Saved me a lot of time. That guy's a real fucking pal. He's a good sport about this. Anything else? No, nothing. Okay. Is that Alan or is that someone else? It's someone else. Hey. Anyway, touch. Checkpoint. There we go. Our ride. Glorious, isn't it? Light broke. Oh, another page. This one's one that we haven't encountered yet. Gimme.
After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Aw, look at him. He discovered lucid dreaming. Alright, just a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. More Alan. Perhaps he will finally wake, and we'll get the title drop. Perhaps not. I'm sure we would notice if he would. Where were we going? Oh. No, Barbara, I'm not gonna turn back now. Besides, where would we be without each other? You're bound to Wake's manuscript. Me, I can leave at any point in time. You know, I'm a volunteer in this one. I see. We're throwing things now, are we? We're having that kind of a tantrum, Barbara? We certainly are. Alright. If you insist. Are you out of things to throw? Oh, hey. Good timing. And more in the distance. That's fine. It's part of the joy of these flares is that we can kind of passively keep the pressure on Barbara's barricade there. Oh, that's just our used flare. Okay.
Do as you're told.
I mean, I hate to break this to you, Barbara, but he is. I'm telling you, I could teach you how. But these two are peas in a pod. They won't listen.
Alice never loved you.
Oh, sure. But her love or lack thereof for Mr. Wake is not my concern, Barbara. Their marriage is their business. Okay. Police car hood. A little bit blind there for a moment.
You can't win.
I mean, not if I get clobbered by vehicles like that, no. But we are going to do our best to remove obstacles as we see them. See what's vulnerable to it and what's not. Oh, and there's birds. Are they gonna come down here and make it their business, though? That's a question to ask. Anyway, hop. Oh yeah, that would be much easier, wouldn't it? wonder if this is, well, no, it seems to. There's a bus there that's taking hits. There's a boat we just deleted. Kind of wondering how many of these we have to do, and how many is just like a fun thing to do, you know? Oh, fuck it, I'm going in. Yeah. But failure is part of life. I mean, so is every perception we have, Babs. Well, I'm not. He is. Me, I'm just along for the ride. Do it. You won't. Do a flip. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, the belly flop, Alan? Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good way to enter.
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman?
No, I've only taken the 1 pills and they're painkillers.
It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning. Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Well, Babs again, I have bad news for you. Alan is not the only one here. Tom is not the only one here. And, I'm happy to say this, but Barbara, I ain't gotta do shit.
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass.
Okay. Sick diving suit, by the way.
It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
Oh, we have to fill her dark heart with light.
Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
He seems fun. Look at him. Just grinning ear to ear.
Use the clicker.
We'll get to Mr. Scratch. He has an actual name. It's not Scratch. It's just that people tongues and people voice boxes can't pronounce that. Bird. Yeah, there it goes. Thermos. You know we gotta. First thing Alan thinks of, bird. Second thing Alan thinks of, thermos. Shopping cart. Yeah. Barrel. Telephone pole. The infinite power of imagination. And this is what's rattling around our boy's head. It seems appropriate, right? Phone. It's a fucking payphone. Hello? Yes, this is dog.
The idea of a path.
That's it, huh? It's just one sentence from you on the phone, is it? Good job, Alan. Be free. Anyway, path. Oh, we got so many more things. We got so many more things.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what do you say? You can't...
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on. What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, hey. We got another call.
I had written myself across the ocean.
It's just gonna be one sentence at a time here, huh? Well, bridge. We've done it. Bird again. Hell yeah.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
Your heart is filled with darkness. I'll cut it out. I'll take you back to the depths you came from.
Thomas Zane, a young Thomas Zane, sounds suspiciously like Alan, doesn't he?
I willed the cabin to be real.
Alright. And it was. Bird.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Be free, my friend.
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault.
I know she thinks that, but it's alright.
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
Well, he won't be waking up. Not just yet. Alan has other things to do, so he's going to stay down here with us. He said it himself. It's a long way back. But, you know, liminal spaces being what they are, we can't just tell Alice that. She's not going to understand it, or hear us for that matter. We're not riding Alice, we are riding Alan.
Ground control to Major.
I am positive this will get the video copyright strike in just a moment. Lovely song. Really do enjoy it. Even though we are an absolutely microscopic channel, there's no way we can get away with fucking Major Tom there. Also, Alan Wake is 100% the kind of guy to be like, well, My ending theme will just be Major Tom. I'm definitely out here on my own discovering new shit. Even though it is a serviceable horror novel. It's solid. It's solid. Alan himself is just a douche. Anyway, so we've seen the central conflict here. Most of it anyway, to its conclusion. We'll go ahead and release you to wander on your own, a little bit early this time. Kind of a short one, but then again, we're also running late. Tomorrow should be on time. Who knows, maybe I'll end up stuck in traffic again for another 5 hours. But tomorrow we'll see what else Alan is up to. Maybe we'll help him dust himself off and get back on that horse of trying to escape. Alright, until then, later.